Today we're talking about surveillance for Panama disease tropical race 4, or Panama TR4. In this video, you'll learn how early detection through surveillance can help protect your farm. That surveillance officers will walk every fourth row looking for symptoms of Panama TR4 on your farm. That symptoms include yellow leaf edges, and a skirt of dying leaves around the plant's stem. How samples are taken by surveillance officers as soon as possible and sent to a lab for testing. And that you should never attempt to cut a plant that you suspect to have Panama TR4. The best way to control and contain Panama TR4 is through early detection, rapid destruction, and on-farm restrictions. Detecting the disease early is achieved through surveillance. So if an infected plant is found on your farm, it can be destroyed and the disease contained, which will reduce the spread of Panama TR4 on your farm and protect the banana industry. Surveillance is scheduled on a rotation according to a farm's location. That is, every 8 weeks for every property infested with Panama TR4. Every 3 months for all other commercial banana farms in the Tully Valley, or once in 12 months for all other commercial banana farms in far north Queensland. How will you know when to expect a surveillance team to visit your farm? Well, the Panama TR4 program will phone you first to arrange a convenient time. When the surveillance team arrives at your farm, they'll walk every fourth row looking for external signs of the disease in your plants. Signs of the disease include yellow leaf edges which then progress to brown or black edges, wilted, collapsed and dying older leaves forming a skirt around the stem, and, in some cases, a split stem base. If the surveillance officer sees a plant with symptoms of Panama TR4, it'll be flagged so that a sample can be taken as soon as possible. The surveillance team has a special way of taking a sample from a plant that limits the potential for disease spread. So, if you're tempted to ever cut a plant that's suspected to have Panama TR4, think again. Doing so could release spores that might spread to surrounding plants. From the flagged plant, a surveillance officer will take a sample, which will then be sent to a special lab for testing. So, now you know how early detection through surveillance can protect your farm. That surveillance officers will walk every fourth row looking for symptoms of Panama TR4 on your farm. That symptoms include yellow leaf edges and a skirt of dying leaves around the plant's stem. How samples are taken by surveillance officers as soon as possible and sent to a lab for testing. And that you should never attempt to cut a plant that you suspect to have Panama TR4. See our next video about diagnosing Panama TR4 to find out what happens next. For further information, go to panamatr4protect.com.au or call Biosecurity Queensland on 132523.